What movie scene from when you were a kid freaked you out so much it is still burned into your brain?
Neverending Story. Atreyu and the damn horse.
Oh my God, Frank! I had such a hard time trying to figure something out, and then you brought that shit up.
That is the one that'll give you trauma the rest of your life. If you
Oh my God, you're right.
Watching that horse drown in the tar.
Yeah, that's brutal, dude.
Man.
The funny thing is,
rough.
when it comes to Neverending Story, that's not even the one that stands out to me because there was two that freaked me out. One of them is when, God damn it, and the dog has a name. What was the name of the dog?
Bingo.
was his name?
Wait, the flying dragon dog?
No, not that was Artax, wasn't it?
Artax.
Yeah.
No,
the one where he's like when he's face to face with it, and he's like, "I am the nothing."
Oh yeah. The nothing, isn't it?
No, it's got an actual name. Black dog from Neverending Story.
Rex.
Gamork.
There you go.
Yeah.
Giant wolf.
So, dude, I remember that.
Giant wolf.
That scared the hell out of me, and that popped up as an adult when I was having a tough time. When I was having a tough time sleeping at night, I started to take. I went to the doctor, and they would try different sleep medications to help me get on a better sleep cycle. And what would frequently happen is sleep paralysis. And I remembered this one time I'm asleep, and I could not move, but that fucking dog was in the wall next to me, and it was freaking me out, but I'm like, I can't move. Like, I'm going to die. This dog is going to kill me. And then it was the next day when I had to look up what the stupid thing's name was. I always forget it's Gamork. But the other scene from Neverending Story that freaked me out was the one where you have, the things that shoot the lasers out of the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Egyptian-looking statue.
That scared the hell out of me.
There are so many scary things in that movie. Like, it's hard for me to believe that was like a kid's movie.
Yeah.
I remember the second one ended up being just crap.
And that wasn't even one of the options. When I put this poll up, I put the options were Large Marge from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Willy Wonka's Rower's Rowing from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the Aliens from Signs, and then I also put as an extra option something else. So here is how the percentage of all those things broke down. 35% of people voted for something else, and then they offered up some options here. 26% of people voted Large Marge. 22% voted for Willy Wonka's Rower's Rowing, and 17% voted for Aliens Signs. I've never actually seen the movie Signs, but I have seen people post like this one frame is embedded in my brain forever because of how freaky that scene was.
Which one though? Because my scene from that movie is probably different.
It was the one where it's like
walking between bushes or
footage.
Something. Yeah,
okay.
I think
like
so.
When they were showing it in Mexico City or whatever.
The one that always got me was when the little girl is in her bedroom and Mel Gibson's character is there and she wants water, and he gets up to go get it and looks out the window and the creature's just standing on the opposite roof looking in the window at him. And just a silhouette of him there, and he freaks out. That's the one that always gets me. That freaks the crap out of me.
My problem with the scene that you showed though, is that it's I think back to that scene because it's like some party in, I think it was like Mexico City or something like that, and then all these people, like a lot of people at this party just start panicking, and then all of a sudden you see that alien walk by. And I'm like, that scene is so unrealistic.
Like it wasn't based in reality enough for you, is what you're saying.
It wasn't, because they're screaming and shit. There's just one alien just literally slowly walking down the street.
And Joaquin Phoenix yelling "Vamonos, vamonos" at the screen to
Yeah.
get these kids to move.
And then he just walks by, and then they just start screaming more. It's like, that's what you're gonna do? You're not gonna go after it or something like that? It's just one of them.
All right, so
I mean, you're in Mexico City. You're protected by the cartel.
Well, maybe, unless you're
another cartel that owns those aliens.
Maybe the aliens are the new cartel.
All right, so Willy Wonka's Rower's Rowing got 22%. That one, it terrified. Like all the images that they show during that scene.
It's like, that was freaky more than anything.
Jesus. But then, of course, Large Marge, that's the one that sticks with most people. However, there's another scene from Pee-wee's Big Adventure that scared the piss out of me when I was a kid. Do you guys...
The snake says he comes out of the fire?
No.
The clown.
Yes!
Yeah, the clown.
Yes! Then when it's after his bike gets stolen. And it's sitting there and it's like laughing at him. Oh, my God. Terrified the absolute crap out of me.
None of these kids ever see Garbage Pail Kids? Because that whole movie's freaked the shit out of me.
Yeah, I just saw somebody post on social media. It was a picture. I completely forgot that movie existed.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
All right.
I never even saw that.
So here's some other write-in votes that some people put up on YouTube. Somebody put the Banshee from Darby O'Gill and the Little People. I think a young Brandon had blocked that scene from his brain because I had forgotten about it until I went and watched it. And I'm like, yes, that scared the crap out of me. You guys have never seen Darby O'Gill and the Little People?
No,
I've seen it. I've seen it. I think I've only seen it once though.
It's got Sean Connery in it, man.
Yeah.
Another scene that got a bunch of votes was the angry grass cutter, the lawnmower thing from Cars.
Really?
Yeah, more than a few people put that actually.
That's a young group answering that.
Yeah. Saxman Ryan on YouTube wrote, any scene, this one's for you, Frank, from Killer Clowns from Mars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, first of all, it's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But yes, Saxman Ryan is completely right here, especially when it shows the people stuck in the cotton candy.
Yeah, and they're peeling them out.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think if you ate that cotton candy stuff that it would taste like anything? Or
humans?
No.
I mean, it would be human though, because it's wrapped around. Yeah, so
yeah.
Well, they could seep into it.
So it's like
if they're bleeding, right?
If they're bleeding,
it just adds to the flavor. Right?
All right, I got one more here. Now, this one isn't necessarily as a kid. And I think there's a lot of people who responded with like horror movie scenes and stuff. And I think that's because I put the aliens from Signs in there. My intent was really like Watership Down. Like, how terrifying was that when you were a kid?
What was Watership Down?
That was the one with the rabbits. Yeah, God.
I saw it.
Jesus, man.
Watership Down was about rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be super, like
it's
traumatizing.
Intense. It is. It's very, and so stuff like that.
Submarines or something.
No. All right, so this one person, Junior LeBoy, said, "The Grudge when the guy looks up the vent and it pops up out of nowhere."
Never seen The Grudge.
Oh my God. I don't know if I ever told you this, Alan, but when I was living in Eugene, it was the first time I had ever lived out on my own, and I watched The Grudge by myself. I was 20s. I was in my 20s at this time.
Another scene for you.
Well, hold on.
The last.
Hold on. So it scared the crap out of me. I watched it by myself because there was nobody living with me. I watched it by myself, and I legitimately could not sleep that night. Again, I'm in my 20s. I was like 24, 25 years old, and it got to the point where I would start to fall asleep. And then, like, you know the scene where the one girl goes to bed, and then she lifts up the covers, and then the face is right there? Now, we're talking about the remake, the one with Sarah Michelle Gellar, not the original version here. But the face is, like, right there. Scared the crap out of me. So I was frequently looking under the covers. I would look under my bed. I would check in my closet. Like, all night this went on for a man in his 20s. That scared the piss out of me. All right, Frank, what's your other scene?
Last Starfighter, when the android replaces the guy and he's in the bed and the face shrinks in underneath the sheets. That, as a kid, scared the crap out of me.
I don't think I've ever seen
melts
that.
Oh man,
Last
they replace him. They replace him with an android, and the android's in the bed, and you see like a half of his face or whatever, and then the face just like melts or shrinks back under the shit. It's the craziest thing. Oh, I'm freaked out.
I'm gonna have to look that one up because it did remind me of one other scene, and reason I didn't put this one on the poll is, guys, I don't know if enough people know it, but I remember this scene vividly as a kid, scaring the crap out of me, and it was from Superman 3. And it's when they're in front of the big computer, and the one woman gets zapped back into it, and she turns into the robot.
Into the computer, yeah.
Oh my God. Like, did that not scare you?
I don't know if it really scared me, but I did think that was slightly frightening. Like, I didn't want that to happen to me.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because you honestly thought like, oh my god, if I'm too close to a computer, this is going to happen to me.
I just know that in that movie, Richard Pryor was a genius.
Go see Superman 3, everybody.